the scheming villainess in a runaway mom and kid novel. Just as my dad was about to hand over a 5-billion-yuan plot of land as my dowry to marry Shen Du Xing, glowing text appeared in midair. This villainess is doomed. 3 days from now, the heroine returns with her son. Talk about losing it all. It gets uglier. For crossing the heroine, the hero bankrupts her family. Dad has a stroke, mom loses her mind, and the villainess gets crushed by the hero's crew. Then, the hero gifts her company to the heroine, who soars to the top. I yanked the land deed from Dad's hands. Meeting Shen Du Xing's icy stare, I grinned. Let's sign a prenup first. If you cheat, hurt me, or have a secret kid within 3 years, you owe triple the dowry, and the engagement gifts stay mine. Deal? I clutched the deed, unyielding. The cheerful family dinner turned tense. Shen Du Xing smirked, studying me before saying, "So, our marriage is just a deal to you?" His parents jumped in. "Shu Qing Nan, you know Du Xing. You've been best friends forever. He's never looked at another woman." But more text floated before me. True, the hero only slept with the heroine because he was drugged. His memory's a blur. But he did, so he's hers now. Smart catch by the villainess, though. Rich and gorgeous doesn't mean clueless. She's the shoe corporation's heiress. Being sharp is her thing. Wow, this villainess is kinda awesome. Now I'm worried for the heroine. Boo-hoo! My parents nudged me. "Qingnan, we're sure Du Xing isn't like that." I didn't budge. Shen Du Xing said coolly, "You don't trust me. Fine, let's pause the engagement." He walked out. I watched his tall, suited figure vanish, exhaling softly. Lose a guy? Whatever. Lose a 5-billion-yuan city center plot? No way. At home, Mom and Dad scolded my impulsiveness. Our engagement was set for 3 days from now, a huge event with Yu Cheng's elite invited. Tonight's dinner was for wedding planning. Now, with the delay, gossip would fly. But compared to a 5-year-old crashing the ceremony, hugging Shen Du Xing's leg and yelling "Daddy" in front of everyone, who cares about whispers? Especially since the kid's his spitting image. I said calmly, "Mom, Dad, you've seen the world. How many guys like Shen Du Xing stay squeaky clean? Even if he was, who says he'll stay that way?" They fell quiet, thinking. Finally, they agreed. We'd talk to the Shen family in a few days. The engagement would shift a month, claiming I was sick. A month works. The heroine's back in 3 days. To sorry guests who'd traveled, we turned the engagement party into a bash celebrating Shoe Corporation winning the city center living room project on that prime land. Everyone showed up, eating, drinking, and chatting. The Shens were invited too. Stepping from the car heading to the venue, new text popped up. Here it is, the heroine versus villainess showdown. Can't wait for the hero's big save. The cute kid's hunting for daddy to help mommy. Will the villainess regret delaying the engagement, blowing her shot to lock down the hero? Haha. I scanned the room, eager to spot this cute kid. But before I saw the heroine or her son, Shen Du Xing approached. In a sharp black suit, his vibe was all business. Per your request, I'll notarize the prenup and send it over. The engagement's on in a month. His eyes probed, voice curious. Who gave you this idea? We're childhood friends. But I know him, cold and distant. Without our parents' matchmaking, he'd never notice me. To him, I'm just another airheaded rich girl. Pretty, but empty. He only dated me after I got into a top overseas school. While others woo with sweet talk, he said, "Guess I need to rethink you." Any spark he felt is probably gone now. He must think I'm a schemer. Facing his stare, I smirked. Who doesn't love cash? 10 billion in penalties, 5 billion in gifts. With that, I'd find any guy. As I spoke, the room stirred. A young woman in a flowing white dress, face pure and lovely, rushed in, grabbing someone's arm. Has anyone seen my son? She'd grabbed my family's guard, who frowned, guiding her out. Miss, this club's private. Please leave. Her eyes welled up. My son's gone. He's 5. I need to find him. Let me in. Wait outside. We'll bring him if we find him, the guard said firmly. I'm his mom. I have to go in. Let go, or I'll call the cops. Struggling, she fell, scraping her pale calf. A little boy zoomed out, slamming into the guard, yelling, "Don't hurt my mom." She hugged him, crying as they curled up in a corner, looking helpless. Like owner, like guard? What a nasty crew. Big guys picking on a woman and kid? Zero heart? Wait till the villainess's family tanks. Let's see their goons stay cocky. Shen Du Xing, nearby, frowned at me. Your villa's security's weak, and your guards aren't exactly saints. Then, Maybe to jab at me, the usually standoffish CEO offered her his hand. "Get up. I'll get you to a hospital." She froze, staring, then grabbed her son to bolt like she'd seen a monster. But the boy cheered, pointing at Shen Du Xing. "Daddy! Mommy, I found Daddy!" His loud voice pulled every gaze. Before anyone, including Shen Du Xing, could react, the woman and kids slipped away. Dad's face darkened, whispering, "What's this?" I shrugged. No clue, but that kid called Shen Du Xing Daddy. Our chat reached nearby guests, and the party's vibe shifted. The Shen parents met us privately to explain. "Qingnan, it's a mix-up." Even Shen Du Xing, face grim, softened his voice. "I can't have a kid. That woman's stirring trouble for a reason." But above me, live comments kept coming. Plots derailed? The hero should see the kid's his twin and ditch the villainess for her, right? This villainess is too chill. Shouldn't she be fuming, slapping the heroine, then getting pushed by the hero? Chill. Once the heroine works at his company, they'll meet, and the story's back on track. Oh? Sneaking her into Shen Du Xing's company? I raised a brow at him. Maybe get a DNA test first? Could be a wild night's souvenir. His face flushed with fury, grabbing my wrist. "Shu Qingnan, I don't care who's feeding you lies. You're the only woman I've ever touched. I'll track her down and clear this up. Our engagement's happening." "Sure, let's see you dodge her at your company first." I patted his hand, smiling thinly. "Relax. It's just 10 billion, you can afford it." As I left, Shen Du Xing, steaming, yanked his tie loose, nearly toppling a table. Post-party, my parents dropped the engagement talk. Ugly rumors about the Shens and Shen Du Xing spread. Today, I led a team to Shen Du Group's HQ to review our joint project. Entering the meeting room, I felt sly glances. Heard? Their CEO's got a secret kid. The mom and son crashed the Sue party. What? Mr. Perfect's halo cracked? I knew the engagement delay wasn't about health. Look at Miss Sue, glowing. Sick where? Shen's been a grump. He's hunting that mom and kid. I was soaking up the gossip when, through the hallway glass, I saw HR leading new hires. The heroine was there, white dress, nervous but excited. Interview? I stepped out for a peek but bumped into Shen Du Xing. He looked worn, his face screaming, "Back off." He grabbed my arm, voice low. "Where to?" "Nowhere. Just saw someone I know." I forced a smile, sidestepping. He scowled, looking where I had, but the heroine's group was gone. Only a young guy with thick brows, carrying a coffee tray, smiled shyly at us. Shen Du Xing's grip tightened. "Before, I was your only focus. Now?" He squinted, tone mocking. "New tastes?" I couldn't say I saw the kid's mom. He cut me off, asking his assistant coldly, "Who's he?" The assistant glanced at the guy, puzzled. "Think he's a B University star, hired this winter." Shen Du Xing snorted, "Send him to a branch." He shot me a look, half tease, half warning. "Shu Qingnan, word of advice, young guys sniffing around usually want your money." What's his deal flipping out of nowhere? After the meeting, we left together. Passing the office, I saw the B grad packing up, glum, the guy who'd brought me coffee. I stopped, saying to Shen Du Xing, "A B grad like that, shipped to a branch? Wasteful. If you don't like him, let him be my assistant at Shu." Wham! His hand hit a nearby desk partition. Leaning close, he half smiled, voice icy. "Shu Qingnan, our engagement's just on hold, not off." The office went dead quiet, staff hunching low. Only the desk's owner squeaked, "Mr. Shen, my papers." I glanced down, smirking. Pure luck. The desk Shen Du Xing hit was the heroine's new spot. Her files were under his shoe. Before I spoke, he followed my gaze, face darkening, snapping at his assistant. "Why's she here?" The assistant, flustered, stammered. "She's new. Started today." Above me, comments went wild. "Yes, hero move. Dump the engagement. Bring the heroine and kid home. Hold up, why is he glaring at her like she's the enemy? Enemies to lovers vibe. More drama, sweeter payoff. Wait, is he jealous of that student? Enough. Villainess is hogging the spotlight. Exit stage left." The heroine, seeing Shen Du Xing, went pale, bolting but tripping over a chair, sprawling before me. I stepped back. Was she pulling a stumble and wail act? Her voice shook, scrambling up. "Sorry, I didn't know this was your company. I'm leaving." Shen Du Xing grabbed her. "Not so fast. Talk." She turned, eyes teary with fear and hurt. Wriggling free, she whispered, "I've got nothing to say." He laughed coldly. "The Shu Villa's on a mountain. No car, no way in. Guards everywhere. How'd you get past? And that kid, who'd you pay?" She bit her lip, eyes darting, hesitant. Then the boy ran out, hugging Shen Du Xing's leg, pounding it. "You're mean, Daddy." Bullying mommy for a bad lady. You're no dad. We all saw his face. No doubt, he was Shen Du Xing's mini-me. The usually cool-headed man's eyes flickered with shock. Last time, the kid's cap hit his face, and his mom whisked him off fast. Now it was crystal clear. Whispers erupted. They're twins. Not his son? Maybe a cousin? No smoke without fire? She's cute. Maybe he liked her once? Shen Du Xing's face clouded as he took them to the Shen villa. I tried to slip out, but he pulled me into his car, growling, "We're settling this with both families today." My parents rushed to the Shen villa. En route, the woman shared her name, Su Yimo, her son Nuo Nuo. The boy was hers, but she wouldn't name the dad. Her job at Shen Du Group was to support Nuo Nuo, no hidden agenda. Nuo Nuo's party crash, he ditched school, scared his mom was being picked on at work. In the car, Nuo Nuo glared at me. "Good thing I got there, or you'd have hurt mommy bad. She's the sweetest, and I'll keep her safe." Aye. At the Shen villa, Su Yimo stood in the living room, clutching Nuo Nuo, looking small under everyone's stares. After a pause, Mrs. Shen asked sternly, "Du Xing, you don't know her?" Mr. Shen was on the phone. Someone leaked the office drama online. People were raging, bashing rich heirs for bullying regular folks and dodging blame. Some posted side-by-side pics of Nuo Nuo and Shen Du Xing, saying no test was needed. Comments above me surged. Poor heroine and Nuo Nuo, like zoo exhibits. Hero, save your family. See the villainess next to him? If he defends the heroine, she'll flip and plot against her. Where's the hero's love for the heroine? He looks like he wants her gone. I glanced at Shen Du Xing. His face was dark, eyes burning. "Mom, you doubt me too?" I cut in. "Auntie, easy fix. DNA test solves it. If Nuo Nuo's his, I'll end the engagement." "Xu Qingnan, you serious?" Shen Du Xing growled, fuming. I pointed at Nuo Nuo. "Look at that face. You really think there's no connection?" He slumped back, silent, face tight. The room hushed. Then, Su Yimo knelt, pulling Nuo Nuo down too, on the cold floor. "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have messed up your lives." "My fault. I shouldn't have had him." She grabbed Nuo Nuo, slapping his face hard. "For calling some guy daddy. Take that. Say sorry now. If you don't, you're not my son." Nuo Nuo froze, his mouth red from the hits. Sobbing, he clung to her sleeve. "Sorry, Mommy, I'm wrong. Nuo Nuo's sorry." "Wrong how?" Su Yimo yanked his ear, making him scream. Everyone's fists clenched, hearts aching. Even Shen Du Xing, annoyed before, softened, a hint of pity in his eyes. Mrs. Shen reached for Nuo Nuo but stopped, glancing at me. Seeing Nuo Nuo's ear swell, I snapped, rushing over, grabbing Su Yimo's hand and pulling him close. "Miss Su, that's enough! What's with this heroine? She's no sweet angel. Hitting her kid like that? Is he even hers? Maybe a fake-out move, but this plot's wild. She's acting possessed. Fake story. Give me my money back." The real heroine loved her son, would die for him. Right now, the villainess is the real star. Stunning, kind, and solid morals. Nuo Nuo sobbed, shaking in my arms, scared, whimpering, "Mommy, Mommy." He's just 4.5. Su Yimo knelt, tears falling, but didn't look at us. She faced Shen Du Xing, eyes wet, voice weak. "Mr. Shen, that night was a mistake. You were drunk, saw someone else. My greed made this child. My fault. Be mad at me, but don't take Nuo Nuo. Don't split us up. Please, I'm begging." She spilled the truth. Shen Du Xing struggled, fists tight, face stiff. The Shen parents looked grim. His assistant arrived with a report. Su Yimo worked at a club in college, quitting after Shen Du Xing's drunken night there. She got pregnant, paused school, and left the country. That night's story was clear. Mr. Shen ordered a DNA test with their hair. I held Nuo Nuo, asleep from crying. Su Yimo kept kneeling, begging Shen Du Xing, ignoring her son. Something's wrong. Days ago, she fought guards to protect him. A frail mom against big guys. But she was scared of Shen Du Xing then, so why join his company? Su Yimo and Nuo Nuo stayed at the Shen villa. Test results were due in 3 days. Mrs. Shen, hesitant, said to me, "Qingnan, this was a shock. Du Xing might have messed up drunk. Our fault to your family. If he's our grandson, we'll cancel the engagement, but I hope our businesses stay tight." I nodded. "Sure, work's work, love's love." They eased up. Shen Du Xing, staring out at the dark garden, said nothing. Since Su Yimo's pleas, he'd been quiet. To lighten the mood and save face, I patted his shoulder, acting supportive. He turned, eyes red. The cold man showed pain and fatigue. I paused. "You? Good?" He hugged me tight, his cedar scent wrapping me. His voice shook. "Qingnan, I'm sorry." Was I imagining it? He seemed reluctant to let go. We were together, but rarely close like this. He initiated it. Before, he worked nonstop. I traveled, partied, shopped, or popped into the office. Our few dates? Me grabbing his arm. I saw him as a work robot. He saw me as a fancy decoration. But now his eyes held real regret and sadness. I smiled awkwardly. It's okay. Oh, Nuonuo's kinda cute. His hand on my shoulder jerked back. After a moment, he said, thanks. 3 days later, the test proved Nuonuo was his. A week later, the Shens invited us for dinner to discuss ending the engagement. Getting out of the car, I saw Nuonuo playing in the garden. Suyimo sat nearby, watching, while Shen Du Xing stood back, expression unreadable. Her eyes weren't on Nuonuo. When he tripped, hitting his head on a bench, Shen Du Xing moved first, scooping him up. He glared at Suyimo. This how you parent? Days here, and Nuonuo's had how many accidents? You're there, but can't keep him safe. If you can't do it, let a nanny. Nuonuo, once glued to his mom, hid in Shen Du Xing's arms, crying quietly. Suyimo, flustered, mumbled, "Kids trip, it's normal." Text appeared. Hold on, wasn't the heroine great with her son? What's this? Maybe stress from the Shen house, spacing out. But the kid! He was all about her, now sticks to the hero he just met. Bet he's chasing his rich dad. Doubting a 4-year-old? He doesn't get money. This felt off, like before. As the comment said, she wasn't her. The one who knew her best, Nuonuo, lived with her. I looked at Shen Du Xing, ready to talk privately, but he was staring at Suyimo, picking up toys, looking hurt. His eyes mixed doubt and confusion. At lunch, we sat down. The Shens raised glasses to my parents. Guilty? We didn't see this coming. Du Xing messed up. He's responsible. The engagement gifts stay yours, a sorry for Qingnan's years with us. She's like our daughter, engagement or not, we're family. They lifted their glasses. An idea hit and I stood, raising mine. All eyes locked on me. I smiled. Mistakes? Everyone makes them, right? Shen Du Xing's eyes sparked. I've thought it over. Du Xing and I've been good together. If we split to find new people, who says I'd find better? I smiled at him. His hand by the fork clenched, holding back. The Shens paused, then asked, so you're saying? I glanced at Suyimo, feeding Nuonuo, her fingers shaky. I said slowly, if Nuonuo's Miss Sue's, the Shen should step up, but stepping up doesn't mean trading Du Xing's marriage, right? Clang! Suyimo slammed Nuonuo's bowl down, her smile twisted, voice sharp. What's that mean, Miss Sue? My struggles raising Nuonuo? My pain. 10 million, plus a fancy apartment in the top school district. I smirked. Plenty for you and Nuonuo to live well. Most would jump at it, but Suyimo's angry eyes screamed she wanted more. Compared to the Shen fortune, 10 million was nothing. I knew it. To you rich folks, people like us are dirt. She stood, sobbing, and ran out. Nuonuo sat, eyes red, confused why his mom was mad, or left him again. Mrs. Shen hugged him, soothing. My parents whispered, not ending the engagement? I shushed them. Bathroom break. I followed Suyimo to the garden. Hiding behind a stone by the gazebo, I heard her snap. What's this system? You said bringing the kid here would make me the star. Now what? Su Qingnan won't budge, and Shen Du Xing's into her. Not your script. Push Su Qingnan to snap? Act pitiful for Shen Du Xing. That'll win him? Ugh, your script's garbage. I'd never have agreed, she muttered, plotting a new move. Then she left. I stepped out, meeting Shen Du Xing from behind a tree. We weren't alone in spying. We shared a look, nodding silently. Back at dinner, Dad teased, 20-minute bathroom trip? He eyed Shen Du Xing, and my future son-in-law too. Shen Du Xing coughed, quiet. I grabbed his arm. Dad, some things you know but don't say. Got it? Dad chuckled. So, Du Xing's not quite delivering yet. Suyimo's spoon hit the table. Everyone looked. She picked it up, wiping it, feeding Nuonuo. She murmured, Nuonuo, after this, say bye to Grandma and Grandpa. We're going home. Before we spoke, the Shen said, Nuonuo's family, no rush to leave. Find a place, sort papers first, too soon now. Even without you and Du Xing marrying, you're Nuonuo's mom. Need help? Ask. Nuonuo's always welcome. But Suyimo's head dropped, tears falling. She choked. No thanks. I never wanted Shen handouts. I stayed so Nuonuo could know his dad a bit. With Mr. Shen and Miss Xu marrying, us here feels wrong. Nuonuo looked at her, then Shen Du Xing, whispering, Daddy, I don't want to go. Suyimo slammed her chopsticks. This isn't a playground. Stay 'cause you want, or you hate my broke self chasing Shen wealth? Nuonuo froze, then wailed. He slid off, running to Shen Du Xing, sobbing, You're not my mommy. Not my mommy. Dinner ended in chaos. That night, I stayed at the Shen Villa. Shen Du Xing was surprised but softened. I stayed for Nuo. While Suyimo raged in her room, I took him to the kids' room. His big eyes held curiosity, not fear. Maybe since I shielded him at the party, he trusted me. Nuo, tell me why she's not your mommy, I said, building a block tower with him. He sniffled. My real mommy never yelled or hit me. She made yummy food, played, told stories. This mommy does nothing. Auntie, am I bad? So bad mommy hates me? I ruffled his soft hair. Maybe not. Think, anything odd about mommy lately? He nodded. She got a ring, talks to it, whispering. I remembered the gazebo. She gestured, muttering to the system. Comments exploded. No way, her souls swapped? Explains the 180. Bring back the sweet heroine. What system sent this kid-hitting nutcase? I'm out. Refund. I saw Nuo hugging his knees in the playpen, toys ignored, his chubby form like a lost pup. He looked up, eyes pleading, Auntie, can you find my real mommy? I miss her. That night, Shen Du Xing visited Suyimo. He spoke gently, thrilling her. She drank the milk he offered, spiked with sleeping pills. We waited in the study. Nuo slipped in, holding a ring. Daddy, Auntie, this! Its diamond glowed blue. Shen Du Xing tossed it into a degausser. The glow died. He looked at me. Your wild idea worked. A translucent woman appeared, like water. She hugged Nuo, then faced us. Sorry for messing up your lives. 5 years ago, I found a ring. I meant to return it, but it said it was a system, promising a dream life. I wore it. Its first order? Work a nightclub, get close to Mr. Shen. I hated it, but it threatened to erase me. I did it, but it changed my face in Mr. Shen's eyes, to Miss Shoes. I glared at Shen Du Xing. He scratched his nose, mute. No wonder he used to frown, calling me sneaky. Even dating, he stayed cool when I got close. He thought I'd tricked him that night. She went on. I followed it, had Nuo, went abroad. The plan was to return in 5 years, steal Miss Shu's engagement. But I felt bad, especially with Nuo so sweet. I wanted a simple life with him. I tried ditching the ring. It lied. It couldn't erase me, so I stopped. A month ago, after the Shu Villa, I fought the system. I wouldn't give Nuo to the Shens, he's mine. It freaked, pulling a soul from another world to take my place. The ring went back on. Her voice rushed. I'm trapped in my body. Help me. That woman in me sees Nuo as baggage, hates the system's drama. She'll destroy both. Miss Shu, if she asks you out alone, don't go. She vanished. Banging came from the door. Suyimo, in pajamas, yelled, Nuo, you there? Shen Du Xing took him back. She looked panicked. I thought he ran off, thanks. He patted Nuo's head. Smart kid, he knew his role. He leaned into her, yawning. Mommy, I had to pee. You were asleep, so I didn't wake you. Sorry. She relaxed, smacking his butt lightly. No more sneaking or I'll ditch you. Shen Du Xing frowned. He's small, don't scare him. She laughed. Right, just worried. When they left, Shen Du Xing shut the door. I stepped in from the balcony. Now what, Mr. CEO? I hate this mess, he sighed, rubbing his forehead. But Nuo can't lose his mom. I grinned. Same thought here. 3 days later, Shen Du Xing went on a trip. I stayed, waiting for Suyimo. She came through. She'd hunted for the ring, giving up when it was gone. Her tie to the system was cracking. The real Suyimo's soul, stuck in her body, knew the imposter's plans. At breakfast, she sat by me with Nuo. Miss Shu, Nuo loves you. Thanks for hanging with him. I nodded. No prob. He's Du Xing's kid, so I'm kinda stepmom. Her smile faltered, but she rallied. Nuo wants to see the sea. Nice day, join us? I agreed. Cool, I'll get a yacht ready. No, she blurted. I rented one. I eyed her. Funny, I was gonna rent one, decked out for Nuo. I smiled. Saves me hassle. I texted Shen Du Xing. He replied, wait for me. When he hit the beach, Suyimo had tossed Nuo overboard. I dove in. She gunned the yacht, aiming to hit us. Her steering was awful. Shen Du Xing's hidden team, jet skis, rescue boats, pulled us up. Suyimo saw him, face pale. Plan busted, she tried jumping to die. Nuo heard her ask the system, if Shen Du Xing never loved her, failing the mission, how to leave. It said, if your body dies, you're free. To her, Suyimo's body was a shell. Death didn't matter. But Nuo screamed, Mommy! Shen Du Xing dove in, dragging her back. I held Nuo trembling. It's okay. Mommy's gonna be fine. Suyimo hit ICU, her head bashed from the jump, nearly fatal. Shen Du Xing brought top doctors to save her. I cared for Nuo. Like his real mom, meals, toys, comics. At night, seeing him sleep, my heart settled. Fate was kind. A month later, Suyimo's vitals steadied. No one knew when she'd wake. The Shens gave her a VIP room with round-the-clock care. It lasted 3 years. Nuo started school. My wedding with Shen Du Xing, still on hold. I took Nuo from school to visit his mom. He chattered about friends, classes, cafeteria food. He held her hand. "Mommy, when'll you wake? If you don't, my stepmom won't marry Daddy. Daddy'll be lonely forever." I laughed, tugging his ear. "You rascal, what's that? I'm busy running my empire." He pouted. "A real boss lady snares the guy in the cash." Both hands full. Nuo's words must have hit her. 2 weeks later, she stirred. We all relaxed. A month later, on Nuo's birthday, she opened her eyes. At his hospital room party, she woke, smiling, watching us crown him with a party hat, make wishes, blow candles. His wishes, simple, pure. Mommy wakes soon, stays forever. Dad gets bold, chases his heart. Stepmom gets all the good stuff. Next life and the next, spending cash nonstop. I pinched him. Why's my wish so lame? He dodged, shoving Shen Du Xing at me. "Take Daddy. You want him." Shen Du Xing coughed, glaring. I laughed, annoyed, eyeing the kid. My gaze met hers, teary but beaming. Suyimo's epilogue. A year later, a sea breeze swept the garden by a coastal villa. Nuo, hugging a giant bouquet, giggled, racing to a stage in the yard. Suyimo, in a simple dress, hair tied, face healthy, stood under an umbrella. Her eyes were calm, lips curved, watching her son. After 3 years in a coma, relearning life, it was a dream. Loss, pain, a stolen self. Now, alive, she watched her child's joy at another's wedding, free of bitterness. She looked at the stage. Shu Qingnan, in a stunning gown, glowed, gripping Shen Du Xing's hand. The cool-headed man grinned like a love-struck kid. As vows were read, Qingnan's eyes met hers. They smiled, no words needed. The wedding ended with confetti and cheers. Guests toasted the couple, who'd braved storms to hold hands forever. That night, Suyimo took Nuo home. Their small house, near the city but quiet, let the wind rustle through windows. Nuo helped with chores, cracking jokes like she used to tell him stories. One evening at sunset, Suyimo sat by the window, knitting a scarf. Nuo did homework, babbling about a day at his grandparents'. His chatter mixed with the breeze, filling her with peace. A simple life, not dazzling, but enough to smile each morning. She was herself again, no system's pawn, no longer the woman wrecking love stories. She was Suyimo, Nuo's mom, and someone who'd stood at despair's edge, learning to embrace the light.